Welcome to qnawire.
So in this problem, we are for population inversion for two levels, the population inversion corresponds to a negative Kelvin temperature in the Boltzmann distribution. To do this, we are going to use equation 39.16b, which is basically n over n prime is e to the power minus en minus en prime over kt, where let me just draw these two levels. En prime corresponds to the lower energy level and En corresponds to the higher energy level, and Nn prime are the respective number of electrons in those states. And we use some sort of population inversion technique which pumps the electron from lower energy state En prime to the higher energy state. And so looking at the energy band diagram, we can safely say that En is greater than En prime. Now, for population inversion, we need Nn over Nn prime must be greater than 1. That's how population inversion works, because the electrons at the higher energy level are greater than the electrons at the lower energy level. That's why it is called inversion. So we say that, let's write the equation for, once again, over kt must be greater than 1. So let's take natural log. So this exponential vanishes. Sorry. So we have that thing over here must be greater than 0. So which basically implies that En minus En prime over kt has to be less than 1. Now, since En is greater than En prime, this implies that T has to be less than 0 for the equation in the last slide to be satisfied. So this corresponds to a negative temperature. Now this is not counterintuitive, or this does not contradict the idea that negative temperature cannot be reached, because when we consider Boltzmann distribution, we basically consider a system which are in thermal equilibrium, whereas in inverted, let me just write this, uh, inverted population stage system is not in, okay, sorry, system is not in thermal equilibrium. So which equilibrium, so which basically means that we have to pump up energy to make the system inverted. So if we leave the system as it is, it's gonna go down to a state where it is in thermal equilibrium, and the number of electron in En prime will be greater than number of electron at En, because they basically will decay from En and go down, jump to En prime. Thank you.